to sports today. Of course, you know a whole lot has been happening around the world of sport. And this morning, we're going to be talking a whole lot and digressing into sports. And of course, giving you the very best in the world of sports around the world. Very welcome once again. I am Iberi. We're going on spot today, and you know, of course, how we do it. I'm not alone in the studios this morning. I've got with me Mr. Philip Balepo. He's also a sports analyst. Mr. Phillips,
how are you today?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm enjoying myself.
You're really having this joy and happiness through and through. You want to tell me what's actually informing this happiness of yours today?
I'm enjoying the World Cup.
The World Cup.
It's an event you see every 4 years. You know what it means?
I think we're actually talking about wanting to reduce it to 2 years because it looks as if the 4 years
is preparation is so
cool.
Cool. Can Nigeria spend $12 billion to host? Russia spent 12 because they are somewhat developed.
Doing it.
Nigeria to host the World Cup will cost us almost $200 billion. You know what it means that Enugu is reformed, and not just Enugu, towns around Enugu. Looking new, you can drive freely, you have metro line.
All right, we'll be right back. We've got loads of stuff to discuss on sports today. We're actually going to be starting with the 11 underperformed players at the World Cup today. We're also going to be talking about the fixtures and results. We're also going to be talking about our Nigerian goalkeeper. It's been said that he is the youngest goalkeeper in the tournament. That's the World Cup tournament happening around in Russia.
And there are Thomases, but the guy has come with facts. Clear.
To tell us that he's really 19.
Twice he passed the MRI test.
Twice. We're going to be discussing more about that, and of course, we're actually going to be telling them what more they want to actually know regarding our Nigerian goalkeeper. But first, we'll be starting with the fixtures and results of yesterday. Of course, we know that there were lots of games yesterday. And looking at it at the screen, Portugal played Morocco yesterday.
Hey.
And it was a big one because I know we were together watching the match, and you were specifically pointing on Ronaldo.
And I was saying, why would somebody play well and lose? Why? Is it the God of soccer? Because I don't attribute it to God. I leave
really
God out of
football. There's a God of soccer.
There is a God of soccer, but not the God Almighty.
I love that part. Now, Portugal played Morocco yesterday, and of course, Portugal defeated Morocco 1-0. And that was the second match yesterday. We also had Uruguay against Saudi Arabia. That was also a 1-0. And Iran against Spain, a 1-0. It was just as if yesterday was just a day dedicated to 1 goal alone.
I don't know, because it looks like we are having this kind of followership. If you score 2-1, remember day before yesterday was 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
But now the Spanish coach has come out to say that it doesn't come that way. Talking about Fernando Herrero, he said that nobody is winning easily in this World Cup. It's not coming easy. A lot of pundits are saying that Portugal might lose to Iran.
The last match, because you know anything is possible. When you look at Iran yesterday against
Morocco. Or Spain against Spain.
I mean, looking at that match, yes, of course, Spain is actually the favorites to go through. But looking at the match, Iran could hold Spain to goalless first half.
No, I see. I keep saying one thing about football. This 1 minute of stupidity, it's 9 minutes of brilliancy. I said, why are you playing 10 men behind the whole 45 minutes? Nobody knew that they had the strength to attack.
Yeah.
Spain even underrated them for that after 45 minutes. Now, I said there will be 1 minute of brilliancy from the Spanish end. And it came. And it became a lucky goal. Because that ball was kicked by a defender and he hit Diego Costa's leg and entered the net.
But then again, Iran actually came back from that. They actually scored a goal.
Too late. That goal was offside. Thank God there was a VAR. Yeah, because if there was no VAR, that goal would have stood. You understand? But you see, that's why I say Fairness. I don't know what is fairness.
All right, let's stop that. We'll actually also go to fixtures. We have fixtures today. Matches that's going to be coming today. We have Denmark taking on Australia. And that match will be coming by 1 p.m. Later this afternoon. And France versus Peru, 4 p.m. today. And of course, Argentina, Croatia. Now, what are you actually expecting in these three matches coming today? One for 1 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 7 o'clock. One of 1 o'clock, Denmark versus Australia. What would you have to say about that match? Considering the fact that Denmark has actually won their first game.
Yes, but very tight game because Australia played a beautiful game their first match. And I respected them for playing so well, though France beat them by 2-1. Thanks again to VRA. Controversy all the way. You see, these things come. So you now know that Australia can play football.
Okay.
So you won't say that the Danes are so good also. So I don't know, but I know that the Danes are good because you see, there are footballers who are good students. They learn from their coaches and they apply what the coach has taught them into practice. That was what Iran did yesterday.
Okay.
Iran played the coach's instruction until the goal came, and then because they were having 3 lines, 3 lines, 2 in front, then 3 behind, and 5 behind the 3. Okay. It was constant.
All right, moving on, talking about the next match. We have Argentina is going to also be taking Croatia today. That's later in the evening. But before then, France, Peru.
Well, France, Peru, if you ask me, I will give it to France. But then you never can tell. These days, don't take any prediction because it might end up hurting you. You understand me? So I'm not taking any prediction unless the fans are free to take prediction, unless viewers are free to take prediction. But for Philip Balipo is done with prediction.
Well, just to let you know that you can actually join in the conversation on Sports Today by calling the numbers on your screen, and we can actually discuss. And you tell us what you feel about the fixtures and the results so far, and World Cup itself so far happening in Russia. A lot of stories will be coming your way, but we'll just be taking it beat by beat. Now, looking at the last match, Croatia versus Argentina. Having known that Argentina has actually drew their first match, of course, nobody was actually expecting them to draw with Iceland. And now their next match is with Croatia. Croatia defeated Nigeria. What would you have to say about Argentina-Croatia tonight? It's going to be a cracker.
It's going to be a cracker, but I still have to quote Fernando Hierro of Spain, because I'm looking at it. He said equality is at its maximum in this World Cup. Equality. You realize that fans are growing, fans are beginning to play, fans are beginning to show that or rather countries are beginning to show that they understand the game. It's not just you. So this match, I'm going to say my prayers.
Because you're going to say your prayers because you want Nigeria to go through. So anything
I want
to favor Nigeria.
I want them to draw that match. I want that match. So if you ask my prediction, I've given it to you.
A draw, Argentina, Croatia.
Whether it's goal draw or goalless draw, I want a draw for Argentina, Croatia, because it will give me a little peace of mind.
All right. Okay, we're moving on to our next discussion. This morning, like we said earlier on, a whole lot of people have been doubting the Nigerian goalkeeper. There was something I actually read online recently where they say our Nigerian goalkeeper is 19 and he was celebrating his son's 17th birthday.
Yeah. So that was what triggered it. And you know, bad news, it goes like Wi-Fi. They say, how can he have all these veins? But look at him with his colleagues in camp. So young. So, you see, it's amazing. He was young. So these teammates have come out to talk about him. And everybody now, he has talked about how he was with the team in 2011. How they did the age test. And he passed. Twice he passed. People were like, he's so tall, is this? But they found out that he was just tall, not that he was old enough. You understand?
All right, let's take this call. Okay, so continue.
So his height is just nature.
I think we have this thing with there's this thing with we Nigerians when we'll probably see, because I think that was the same thing Lukaku suffered while he was actually growing up. When you look at someone like Lukaku, he had this big stature, he was tall and huge. And then again,
at 12 years, he had scored 76 goals in 34 matches.
At 12 years.
At 12. So whenever he comes to play, they will say, is this one 12? Where is birth certificate? Let's check. They had to go and call the parents to submit, and they would check. So he said that by the time he got to 16, and then he had entered Anderlecht, and he was scoring goals, and he was banging his shots.
All right, moving on. See Ronaldo, the star of Russia 2018. We know that before this tournament started, it was between C. Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Neymar. These were meant to work, because when you talk about the Ballon d'Or, of course, our own Mohamed Salah, the African brother, was actually in the frame. But then again, unfortunately, Egypt is out of the tournament already, in as much as they have a last match to play, before they go. But looking at C. Ronaldo in this tournament, what would you have to say about his performance so far?
Electric. I use the word.
I know you're a big fan of C. Ronaldo to start.
I'm a big fan of any fine player. Because if I talk about Steven Gerrard, you would think that he's my younger brother. If I talk about Ronaldinho, you would think that I've known him all my life. If I talk about Pele, you would think that he's my father. You understand?
But now we're talking about C. Ronaldo.
So C. Ronaldo is electric. But then, he who God has blessed, no one can curse. Take it from this.
Let's take this call.
Take it from this. I think that C. Ronaldo is heavenly, divinely, providentially blessed. So, because how can you talk about this young man? He scores these goals as if they are made for him. Look at that goal he scored, the only goal of the match. And he took all risk. He put his head, these guys were putting their legs, the Moroccans, and he never cared. And that was 4th minute of the game, and he came. The next thing, Cristiano Ronaldo, now he was getting 2 people marking him. And they were hacking him in that game. He took a big risk, man. See, can you imagine? No, that guy would have hacked his...
Indeed, that's the word, electric. He was really electric.
Yes. Because after that goal, the Moroccans took the first half. Second half, the Portuguese came back, but then the Moroccans still stood their ground. So I don't know what to say. Now he has beaten the European record set by Puskas. It's now the highest goal scorer of any player out of Europe. 85 international goals. Nobody has done 85. 152 national teams. He has scored 51. Do you have a caller?
Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. You're connected. We just lost the call.
Yeah.
All right. So, C. Ronaldo, electric, doing marvelous things.
And I think he's blessed. Cristiano Ronaldo has been donating blood every week for children.
You said that yesterday.
So that prayer is getting him where he's going. I think when kids pray for you.
Let's take that on. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. All right, just keep the calls coming in. The numbers are on your screen. You can join in the conversation this morning, discussing sports. And we are talking about C. Ronaldo's performance so far this World Cup. What would you have to say about other players? Okay, yes, we'll come to that because we're talking about
11 players.
11 top players who were actually expecting them to have actually electrified this World Cup. But hey, what would we say? We would say football is actually fair to some players and not fair to some other players. Well, we'll get to find out. 11 players who have underperformed in this World Cup. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and location.
My name is Eze from Agolo.
Your name is Eze?
Paul, Eze.
Eze from Agolo?
Yes.
All right. So, Eze, continue. Make a contribution.
This program is one of the resource. I want to comment on the performance of C. Ronaldo.
Okay.
It's wonderful. From day one, I've been telling people that when you see Portugal, you see a one-legged team. That the one-legged team has come to be a 22-leg team. Extreme what 11 players could not do, and it's awesome. He has done marvelously well. It's a fine oriented as the resource person has said, but to cap it off, is somebody who is dedicated to a kind of trying to make his people, his country people happy, even when people don't see it as a kind of something that is not doable. But he has done it.
Okay.
And I see him at the top of the game. Thank you, and God bless you.
All right. Thank you so very much. He actually said against all odds, Ronaldo have actually continued to perform successfully. Well, without wasting much of our time, let us go straight up to the 11 players who have underperformed this World Cup. But first off, Angel Di Maria from Argentina. What would you say about Angel Di Maria? Because we know what he has done in PSG. He did a whole lot in Real Madrid. He left Real Madrid to Manchester United, where he actually didn't get much time to play. And from Manchester United, he actually came to Paris Saint-Germain. And he's been doing well in Paris Saint-Germain. But this is the World Cup.
I think I pass it to age.
Okay.
He's aging. He used to be fantastic. He used to do a lot of things with his left foot. But then when age sets in, look at all those young boys coming from like Iceland. Look at all those young, when they get on you. Did you see Saudi Arabia in their second game? You won't believe it was the same Saudi Arabia in the first game
against Uruguay.
So much vigor, so much strength, so much fluidity.
So to you, Di Maria, you're putting it on age. But then again, Ronaldo is aging and doing great.
No, there are different ages.
Okay.
There are people who age, get better.
We're moving on as these Bohadors of Morocco.
Oh, he scored an own goal.
We know.
At such skill.
When you talk about scoring own goals, I don't want to use the word almost everybody score own goals, but own goals is part of the game. I mean, most times you don't even know when you do it.
But this one is so, he was alone. He was not under pressure. He nodded into the net instead of nodding outside.
All right, we have the third person. We have Carlos Sanchez from Colombia.
No, Carlos Sanchez didn't behave well. Whatever inspired him to use his hand to stop the ball
was bad.
Right in front of his goalpost. Too bad for him.
Too bad. We have the fourth player, David De Gea, and this one was actually amazing because C. Ronaldo made him look like a Karius of Liverpool at the UEFA Champions League final. Karius of Liverpool had to say
he had it coming. Their match against Switzerland, the friendly, just before the World Cup, he committed the same blunder. That made it end 1-1.
Davison Sanchez, Colombia.
Davison Sanchez, people know his ability, his game.
He's not been performing.
He didn't bring it to bear, and he paid for it.
And we have Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker of England. Of course, England actually won their very first game against...
Already their coach has
dislocated his hand.
Because he was celebrating. So he said he won't celebrate. So what happened is
Lionel Messi. This is actually the man everyone is actually hoping to merge.
I feel pity for him. I feel pity for him because I expected him to rise up to the occasion.
Even after losing the
Being
penalty.
his last World Cup, I wanted him to do something magnificent. I call him the little wizard.
Okay.
Because I know he is. There's a statement made by Kaká. Kaká said that after I won the World Cup, the Ballon d'Or in 2007, the rest of the people who have won it are not human beings.
Oh, really?
And this is
Lucas Biglia, Argentina.
Lucas Biglia disappointed, but I pass it to age. Age
Okay,
is coming.
you have a thing with age, okay? Luis Suarez, he scored yesterday, but of course we expect he's not been performing. He scored yesterday.
I think when you play club side, there are people who inspire you.
Now let's take this call. Yes. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Your name and location?
It is a Kelvin.
Kelvin.
Ezeka.
Okay. From where?
Yes, he's from Agolo.
Okay.
From Agolo. Ezeka from Agolo.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to comment also on the players that have underperformed. The Suarez, the Sanchez, I want to digress a little from what the research person just said in the studio. It is not all about age. It's all about the love symptoms by their sex. I look up to them outshining if the opportunity presents itself for them to qualify for the second round. I think it's not all about age, but it is all about luck. Yes, that is it.
Luck plays its part.
All right, thank you very much. We don't have much time to go. And we're actually still looking at Mats Hummels of Germany.
Mats Hummels also is aging. Look, that German team needed young blood. Don't take it away from them. Then again, you see, when you expect so much from somebody, but they might play well in the next match, you never can tell. So let's see. Maybe.
Okay, let's see Raheem Sterling of England.
Everybody was hoping that he would take the dribbles, deliver the balls as he does for Man City week in, week out. But then this is pressure. He might overcome it. I want to believe he will play better in the next
Let's quickly look at the fixtures once again for today. What would you have to say finally? Because it's actually going to be a big one. Today is going to be determining if Argentina would be qualifying from that group.
That our group is tough. If Argentina draws, you understand, Croatia stays on top. And then if we succeed in beating Iceland, then you know that you can't say who will qualify except that Croatia will stand a chance. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm saying my prayers so that Argentina will draw.
All right, and that's the much we have today on sports. Well, tomorrow is going to be actually another time where we'll actually get to discuss what actually happened today and, of course, bring you the very latest in the world of sports. I am Ebere Ugunna, of course, and many thanks for coming.
Ebere, before you go, let me tell you that Mexico was fined 3.3 million.
We'll talk about that tomorrow because a whole lot of talks and stories. Of course, you know we can't exhaust that. Yes. So tomorrow is going to be another time. Many thanks for coming on the show, Mr. Philip.
Thank you, Ebere. Thank you for making it.
All right, and many thanks for joining us on the program. Tomorrow, let's do it again. Bye-bye.